something feels off about how quickly the rest of the league is finally catching on to what we already knew regarding Tyler Warren. The Indianapolis Colts rookie tight end has officially been ranked as a top 5 player at his position by NFL scouts and executives. It is absolutely wild that a guy who basically saved our tight end room overnight is already being treated as a league-wide force of nature. And honestly, the more details come out, the harder it is to ignore what is going on behind the scenes. My name is Lucas, so please hit that like button, subscribe, and drop your name and city in the comments below. Let us get into it. The Indianapolis Colts have finally unearthed a genuine star at tight end in Tyler Warren, a player who has already cemented his place among the best in the NFL after just one professional campaign. For years, our fan base watched the position languish in mediocrity following the retirement of Jack Doyle, but the 2025 pre-draft process finally signaled a shift in strategy. We watched with anticipation as the front office, having ignored the position during free agency, stayed the course to secure Warren at pick number 14. The result was immediate impact. ESPN reporter Jeremy Fowler recently highlighted this success in his summer series, where a poll of league executives and scouts ranked Warren as the 5th best tight end in the entire league. This distinction is quite an honor for a player who broke the franchise record for rookie tight end receiving yards with 817, adding 5 total touchdowns along the way. And that changes everything regarding how we view this offense. NFL personnel evaluators have praised his rare ability to handle point-of-attack run blocking while simultaneously serving as a dynamic pass catcher from the slot, out wide, or even the backfield. While Pro Football Focus noted he was only lined up as a traditional tight end for 51.8% of his snaps, his versatility has been the ultimate weapon for head coach Shane Steichen. Seeing a rookie earn Pro Bowl honors while displaying such veteran savviness has brought a massive sense of relief and excitement to Indianapolis. Yet, we have to look deeper at the numbers behind this meteoric rise. While his production is undeniable, we have to ask ourselves how much of his sophomore trajectory relies on replicating that specific target volume, or if the coaching staff has even more experimental roles hidden away for this budding franchise cornerstone. Tyler Warren landing in Indianapolis at pick number 14 was arguably the most vital turning point for this roster since Carly Irsay-Gordon took control of the franchise. For years, we suffered through an uninspired tight end room that lacked both identity and production, a direct result of the front office ignoring the position throughout free agency cycles. The organization realized that if they wanted to provide Shane Steichen with a truly modern offense, they had to move beyond the traditional models of the past and secure a player who could act as a true offensive chess piece. The part fans are not ready for is how quickly Warren transitioned from a college unicorn into a top 10 NFL talent, earning Pro Bowl honors after securing 817 receiving yards and 5 touchdowns as a rookie. This production surpassed anything we saw during the final years of the Jack Doyle era, offering a level of versatility that has not been seen in Lucas Oil Stadium in quite some time. Behind closed doors, Chris Ballard and the coaching staff surely view this success as complete validation of their scouting process, specifically the belief that a high-end investment at tight end would stabilize the entire unit. While league-wide experts initially questioned if his collegiate snap counts at wide receiver and wildcat quarterback would translate to the professional level, his ability to handle point-of-attack blocking assignments while maintaining elite receiving output silenced those doubters immediately. Having a weapon who effectively creates mismatches regardless of his alignment on the field gives our coaching staff a massive schematic advantage every single Sunday. As we look ahead, the chemistry between Steichen and Warren remains the single most important factor for our continued success, ensuring that we finally have the cornerstone player we desperately needed to elevate our passing attack into the upper echelon of the league. Seeing a young man like Tyler Warren earn such high regard across the league so early in his tenure represents a massive turning point for this franchise. For years, we endured a hollow void at the tight end position, waiting for someone to finally step up and provide the consistency we desperately craved. Now that he has secured his spot among the top 10 players at his position, the entire offensive structure for head coach Shane Steichen becomes infinitely more dangerous. And this is the part that gets me. Our roster depth chart has been transformed because we no longer need to rely on multiple specialists to do what Warren accomplishes alone. By serving as a legitimate inline blocker and a versatile receiver who lines up everywhere from the slot to the backfield, he creates unprecedented flexibility for our play calling. This shift forces opposing defensive coordinators to gamble on every single snap because they simply cannot predict his alignment. When we look at our upcoming schedule, this versatility becomes our greatest weapon against stout defensive fronts that rely on static looks to confuse young quarterbacks. We are no longer just another team trying to fill a hole. We are now a matchup nightmare that forces rivals to reveal their coverages much earlier than they prefer. With this newfound stability, our path to taking control of the division has become significantly clearer. Playoff positioning relies on possessing players who can dictate the flow of the game, and Warren has proven he is that caliber of cornerstone. By dominating both the point of attack in the run game and finding seams in the secondary, he provides the reliable safety valve we need to sustain long drives. We finally have a weapon who shifts the scales in our favor against every team standing in our way. Selecting Tyler Warren at pick 14 has proven to be the most impactful decision for this franchise in years. The upside is clear because he provides the kind of rare, multi-positional athleticism that modern offenses crave, essentially acting as an extra wide receiver and a fullback simultaneously. While other teams might have prioritized a traditional target like Colston Loveland, the Colts correctly identified that Warren's ability to handle point-of-attack run blocking while also serving as a primary pass catcher was the perfect fit for Shane Steichen's system. The downside, of course, is the heavy reliance on a player whose body has to absorb hits from defensive linemen and defensive backs alike. His heavy usage rate outside the tight end position creates a higher injury risk than a standard player at his spot. League executives and scouts seem to agree on his trajectory, as Jeremy Fowler noted he is already viewed as a top 5 player at his position. That high ranking is impressive, but some skeptics might argue that labeling a player as an elite veteran after just one season is premature and possibly a bit overblown given the volatility of the NFL. I must say, the way I see it, while his rookie production was record-breaking, he still needs to demonstrate that this level of output is sustainable over a full decade. The bottom line here is that Chris Ballard finally secured a foundational piece that actually lives up to the draft hype we have seen so often in recent years. His nuanced route running and unique ability to find soft spots in zone coverage suggests that he possesses a high football IQ that will age gracefully as his career progresses. If he maintains this physical durability, he will undoubtedly remain a cornerstone of this offense for a very long time to come. Looking ahead, Tyler Warren's emergence signals a profound shift for this franchise as we move away from years of uncertainty at tight end and toward a more flexible, modern identity. The fact that the Colts prioritize such a versatile weapon confirms that the front office, led by Chris Ballard, is fully committed to providing Shane Steichen with the unique chess pieces necessary to dominate in a complex league. And I cannot stress this enough, the validation from peers across the NFL proves that our decision to target Warren at pick 14 was a masterstroke. We have officially moved past the void left by Jack Doyle, finding a cornerstone player capable of elite run blocking and dynamic receiving production. As Indianapolis Colts fans, we should feel incredibly optimistic about our direction because we finally possess a threat who creates a mismatch regardless of his alignment on the field. With 817 receiving yards and 4 receiving touchdowns already on his ledger, Warren has proven he is no longer just a prospect, but a legitimate centerpiece of our offense. His ability to thrive even after Daniel Jones was sidelined suggests a level of maturity that is truly rare for a second-year player. We have a clear path forward where our offensive philosophy is no longer limited by personnel gaps, and that stability is the bedrock of building a consistent contender. Moving into the upcoming season, are you more excited to see Tyler Warren utilized as a traditional inline blocker or as a primary receiving target in the red zone? If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. For the shoe, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, stay tuned for more epic breakdowns, and remember to keep your eyes locked on the gridiron all season long.